All right, day 3. And I'm not sure how long this session is going to be because last session was pretty rough. We did make some pretty darn good progress on our map, but from a resources perspective, we are now down to no food whatsoever. We only have 1 energy. We only have 9 health. We have 2 poison. So not great overall. We got a little bit of favor. So we get the Oak Warden. That might help us a little bit because we could buy some energy. But I've already shuffled the dungeon deck. I'm going to do one more real quick shuffle with you guys here. Nothing too crazy. And then we're going to split it in half. Okay. That starts us off in the deep woods. Okay, it's trees on both sides, so that's good, and it's only 1 monster, so I say we resolve it. So I'm going to flip this, and it looks like that gets rid of a skull for us as well. So who is the monster? The monster this time is the Bone Stalker. So let's find the Bone Stalker, and we finally get to use this Sun's Edge we've had here, because I'm guessing the Bone Stalker is undead. Did I walk right by it? Where is it? Bone Stalker. Oh, yeah, I did go right by it. All right, Bone Stalker. It does have the skull, so that tells us that it is undead. The name didn't give it away. If your attacker deals 0 damage to the Bone Stalker, he immediately drains 1 energy from you. Oh, that sucks. So we got to make sure we hurt this guy, or it'll drain an additional energy. And guess what? We only have 1. So that's going to be rough. So we really only have 1 option here, which is to just try to attack this guy. Our only advantage is going to be that we do have the Sun's Edge, so we do get an additional 2 attack. So if the Bone Stalker is 4, we're on day 3. That's 7 health total. He's got 1 attack and 1 defense. So there's going to be a little bit of variability here. All right, we only have the 1 energy, so we're just going to have to spend it. Come on, dice. Please, dice. Please, dice. Thanks, dice. So that's 1 damage. Plus 2 is 3. Minus 1 is 2. 5 health. So this is going to hurt. So from now on, the only thing we can do is do hand-to-hand combat, essentially, which is because we have no energy, we have to just punch is kind of how the game goes. Let me find that in the rules really quick to make sure that I get it clear. Combat, here we go. I'm reading in. Doubles always miss. Equals new attack value. Where am I? Where is it? Here it is. Okay, last sentence of card 17 has our answer here. So it says, where was it? If you have 0 energy, or if you so choose, you may deal 1 damage that your foe cannot defend against. So that's one of the really, I guess, the only advantage or perk to this is that it can't miss. So, but we're not going to last 5 rounds against this guy, I don't think. And we don't get to add the Sun's Edge. It's just the flat 1 damage. So we're going to say we do that. So we punch this guy once. He's unavoidable damage, so it does get past. So it's kind of like we're hitting him for 2 points because we're getting past this. Now he gets to attack us. And wait a minute, did I do, let's see, 3, yeah. Wait, 7, 1, 2, what did he have? 4, 2, 3. Oh, I forgot the 2 again, even though I was just reminding myself. So this is actually 2 more. 1, 2, because I didn't add the 2 to this from the very first attack with my last energy. So I really only need to hit him for 2 more. Okay, I'm not paying attention here. Okay, so here we go. It's time for him to attack me again. He hits me for 3 minus 1, 2 plus 1 is 3. So he hits me for 3 total. 2, 3 down. All right. And again, our only option is to just punch this guy. So an unavoidable damage to him. 1. Okay, here we go. He's going to try to hit us again. Whoops. Well, that counts. 6 and 2, that's 4. Ugh. So 4 minus 1, 3. Oh, this is not good. We are on the ropes. Okay, so we take our last hand-to-hand hit, killing the Bone Stalker. This gives us 1 favor. He is dead. I don't need to change anything else, but if we take any type of damage or get poisoned, the game's over. So this is a little rough, but we take our first card. That's the only thing we had to do was fight. And our next one here, our next card. I really don't want to fight, so you know what we're gonna have. We're gonna have to just skip this and play our luck. So we're going to turn this over. Oh, thank goodness. Wait. Oh, yes. Oh my God, we're lucky. So the random is Mr. Oak Warden. And again, the Oak Warden gives us a couple different options here. We have 5. We are definitely doing, gosh, we have to do health. Even though energy's so bad, if anything happens, the game's over. So realistically, we want to try to stay alive. So, and it's not too bad. The only downside, we can only buy 1 of these, essentially. So we're going to spend 1 favor to get 3 health. 1, 2, 3. So that resolves the first part. And the second part is a campfire, which is 2 health and 1 energy. So we're going to get back 2 more health and 1 energy. Oh, yay. Great. 1 energy. So we get to attack once in our next attack here. But that resolves this card. It does have a skull on it, but it has trees, which means we're going to put it right there, which brings us forward 1 more space. Thank goodness. So we're done with this. And do we want to resolve this card? Yes, we do, because we really want this random and potentially some more food, because again, we don't have rations either. So let's see. Place it. Flip it. What is that? It's the Grove. Okay, this could be good or bad, because the Grove says... All right, Grove. You may search the Grove for mushrooms. Each mushroom found equals 1 food. Roll a die to see how many you find. So 1's going to be poison, 2's nothing. 3 or 4 is 1 mushroom. 5 or 6 is 2 mushrooms. And essentially a mushroom is a ration. So it's just another way of saying a ration, basically. But let's go ahead, this face up, and we're going to try to roll a 5 or a 6. That's what we really want, right? Come on, 5 or 6. Please. We've had good luck. Come on. Yes. Okay. I don't want to jinx it, but things are looking up. All right, we have some food. We have 1 energy. We have a little more health now, so we're okay. We got some buffer between ourselves and the poison level. Okay, so the grove was good for us, and we have water again. Water is to roll, and you get 5 or 6 for another ration. So it's essentially the same thing as the grove here. 3. Pretty sure 3 is nothing. I'm just going to double check. I'm still not confident. Water, you can always look for food when you find water. Roll 1 dice, and if the results are either 5 or 6, you gain 1 food. Yep, so it's the same, and I did not, so I do not get any rations. But we do get this card, and I'm going to go ahead and place it over here, right, because we want to stop this skull from being playable. And this essentially caps off this because this is our far left. So now we can only build onto the right. Okay, that's discarded. Our next one here is a fight and then the campfire. We've had good luck so far. Do we want to get into a fight? It's going to be rough. We really want to avoid fights. You almost never get into 2 fights in 1 card. I think we need to try to skip it and play our luck because we are only going to be able to hit once, right? So I'm going to try and we're going to skip. Oh, and of course. Oh, wait, what am I doing? So we got 2 yet. Not play this. We're playing this one, so I got to flip this one. Sorry. So. Oh, it's Dark Rats. Thank gosh. Okay. And Labyrinth. That sucks. We've got the rations for it, so we're going to be okay there. But the old fairy, water to water, requires us to fight the Dark Rats. So the Dark Rats, oh, no, here we go, are essentially a free pass, and we get food out of this. And you'll see what I mean. So the Dark Rats, this is the same in Tin Helm as well. Dark Rats, they only have 2 health, no attack, no damage, 1 favor. But if you look, stinking lights. There we go. When you defeat a Dark Rat, you gain 1 food. Yummy. So, we still apply all the normal health, so it's actually 5 health, so it's a pretty beefy rat. And it still has the potential to hurt us. And it doesn't get to go first, though. So, whoops, I bumped that. So we're going to spend the 1 energy that we have. It's really our only choice. Dark Rats are not dead. There's no skull. Even though they look like they're pretty dead. They look pretty messed up. Here we go. Man, I'm just for 1 damage over and over again this entire time. So I only hit for 1. We spent the 1 energy, which means we get to add 2 to this. So it's 3. So it has 2 health left. Yeah, this is not undead, so there's nothing we can do here. It's all right. So here's the rat's turn. Let's hold our breath. See how bad these rats are going to be. Please don't hurt us, rats. Oh, whoops. A 6 and a 3. Crud. So it hits us for 3. But we have our Iron Helm here. And our Iron Helm is going to take it down by 1. So 3, that takes it to 2. 2. All right. And we have no energy. So, again, our only choice is to try to punch this rat real hard. So we do that. Punch, punch. Hit it once. 1 more health. Now the rat gets to go again. Oh, and it misses. Yes! Screw you, rat. So it rolls 6s. Misses, which means we get to automatically essentially kill this rat. It's 1 more health against the rat, which means we get to gain food. Yay, we have 3 food. Man, we are barely getting by here. So the next one is the Labyrinth. I think the scale has gotten harder here on Labyrinth compared to 10 helm, but I can't remember quite. So in the labyrinth, it says, you find yourself lost in dark cavernous maze. Spend 2 food to escape. If you do not have enough food, you waste a day looking for an exit. Advance the sundial tracker 1 day forward. So that's real rough. So if you don't have the food to spend, you essentially lose an entire day. And I think you still would leave the deck where you are and continue on. You just essentially, quite literally, lose an entire day. So it's a pretty harsh punishment there if you do not have the food. But we do. So it's going to take us down 1. So that hurts, but it could be worse, right? And we still have the 1 food that we got from the dark rats. So we're going to discard this. And oops, I meant this to say. Next is another fight, but then some water. We do not want to fight. We're super weak. Now, I believe we're pretty close to the deck. We have the ability to eat the ration that we do have early, but I think this gets us health. Let me look this up really quick in here. That might be our better option, because without this, without any energy, this is just, we're on our last leg here. Man, this is a very specific thing that it's probably going to be tricky for me to find without just being boring here trying to read through this. Expiration. I do know that you can. I just don't know how much that you get for it. Combat, ending the game, scoring, food and poison. Here it is, right here, right in front of me. At any time, you may eat 1 food to raise either your health or your energy by 1. Okay, well, that was a waste of time just to determine that that's not worth it. It's not really worth it. I can't think of a scenario where... But anyways, 1 health, that's rough. Again, we're going to try to play our luck, and we're going to skip. So we actually have to play the backside of this card. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Why are we so lucky? Well, we still got to fight these rats, and it's not going to be easy whatsoever. Frankly, these rats might be the end of the game because, again, they have 5 health. We have no energy at this point. We can only punch them in the face, and that does 1 damage, so... Yeah, I still don't want to use the ration for the 1 energy. Let's just... let's just slug it out with this rat, and let's see how long we last. Well, you know what? I don't know. Maybe we should. We're going to get to the campfire, but we're at the end of the day. We're very close to the end of the day. There's only 2 cards left. Gosh, this is a hard choice. We're going to get a little bit of energy back, but not much. We're going to get 1 energy here in a moment. So do we want to sacrifice the ration? We would really, really need to get a 5 or a 6 on this water if we did. Otherwise, we're going to lose an entire day. It's too risky. It's too risky. I think we should just slug it out with the rats. We got 7 health. We technically should survive. Maybe. I don't know, man. He could hit us once, though, right? Whew. Gosh, this is a really hard choice. This is going to be... All right. Screw it. We're gonna risk it. We're gonna spend our ration to give us 1 energy for this very moment. we're then going to spend that energy to allow us to actually roll against these rats. That 1 energy. Please be a good roll. Please. Schrodinger's cat. I almost don't want to roll. Here we go. Please be good. Just 2. Okay. But 2 plus 2, right? That's 4. So it only has 1 health left. It has no defense against what we did. All right, all right, rat. Do your damage. Oh, and he misses. Yes. Screw you, rat. All right, that means we have no energy, so we punch this rat again. It's dead, and we actually get a ration out of this. Holy crap. Okay. So it would have been nice to not have to. That's okay. That actually all worked out. It all worked out here. So, whoops. I did not mean to do that. There we go. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. Sorry. Too excited. So we got our ration back. The rat is dead. Which means we now get to try to be lucky again. Please. Can we please get a ration out of this? A 1. We do not get a ration from the water. But at the campsite, we do get to rest, which means we get 1 more energy back. We get 2 health. That resolves this card, which we're good to put here, which moves us up 1 space, which is water, which means we get to check again. Whoops. Please be a 5 or 6. Please. Please, 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 please. Oh. 5 or 6. I feel too lucky. I have to check again. It is 5 or 6. Oh my gosh. How are we alive? Okay, so we have 2 ration. And that's that. Okay. Oh my gosh, we definitely want to do this because it's got the well, let it roll. Maybe we'll get dark rats again. I doubt it. This is probably going to be a baddie. So we're going to go ahead and use this one. We get to flip the pyramid, though. That's good because that is not a card we want. Trap is 0, yes, and the bad guy is a dire wolf. Ugh. Oh boy. Dire wolves have 7 health. They have 2 to their attack. Ouch. And they get to go first. We can spend food to avoid this. And I think we should, right? Definitely worth it. And we all, right? So we're going to do that. We're going to give this little pup this food. We're going to say, ta-ta. Go eat that. How are we so lucky? That means I get to put this here. Wait a minute, something's wrong. I should have... I get to put that here and just go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought it was 6. Am I missing something? Did the 2 cards get stuck together? I must have messed up at some point. So I should have 6 cards here. At some point I must have messed up. Maybe one of you caught that and are yelling at me, but I did not. So, okay, we need to do 1 more day segment. 1 more set of cards. How did I... That's going to confuse me. I'll have to go back and watch this and figure out what I messed up on. Frankly, half of recording this is to justify me talking out loud to essentially myself because it helps me learn how to play this and kind of go through the process. But obviously, I made a mistake. On the last turn, when you resolve the last card, it should be that you've, resolved this one, apparently. I don't know, but this is not going to be in our favor because it means either we defeated a card, I forgot to bring it up, which is probably what happened. Probably. So on top of that, we're going to make this even harder on ourselves, I guess. So, but to be fair, I think we're just going to take this card, put ourselves into this last fight, play the luck again and see what's in this chest here, and then end the day. That would put us on day 4. Okay. It's the Bone Stalker. Ugh. So the only good news is going to be that the Bone Stalker is undead. So the Bone Stalker, again, being undead, we get to use the Sun's Edge that we have. So the Bone Stalker, if you attack, deals 0 damage to the Bone Stalker. If your damage deals 0 to the Bone Stalker, he immediately drains 1 energy. Well, we only not going to have any energy for this guy to drain. But so he's 4 plus 3 for the day, so he's 7. Okay. We only have the 1 energy, so we just have to spend it. But we get to add 2 to whatever we throw here, so I'm nervous. Doubles, but the broadsword comes in handy, so we get to re-roll. Thank goodness. Okay, we get to re-roll again. No way! Yes! We hit this sucker for 5 plus 2 equals 7, right? But he has 1 defense. So instead of it completely taking him to 0, it actually only takes him to 1. But that's still awesome. It's really the best we could have hoped for. And we don't get the energy drained. But we don't have any energy for him to drain now. So we will let him go ahead. Try to hit us. Please roll doubles. Nope. So he hits us for 2. Minus 1. It's 1. Okay. We punch him in the face. He's dead. Gets rid of that last health point. I'm going to go 1 up on the favor. And, oh, you know what? I just realized I did not do that last rats. I never added my favor, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Man, I'm all over the place. It's okay. It's first time playing this. Right? I need to... It's a lot of rules to try to remember all at once. I'll do better next time. Okay. So he still has 1 where we punched him, so he's dead. We've got our favor, which means he's 100% done. So we can now get the chest, which is actually an elixir, which we're definitely going to need. We just had that before. So the elixir says you may discard this card to play 1 health and 3 energy. How perfect is that? So we are going to immediately use this, give ourselves 1 health, give ourselves 3 energy. And that's it. And that ends the day for day 3. I don't know how I survived that. I can't believe that our hero actually survived. And we're actually not in too bad of shape. So it's the end of day 3. We are going to consume our rations. We move to day 4. And this is where we are sitting. So we are 3/4 of the way through our journey home. I need to now shuffle and see what happens on day 4 here. Again, so I'm actually more optimistic than I was for day 3 because we started off super rough. We'll see how this goes in the next one. So if you find this interesting, you can stay tuned for the next play session here, which will be day 4 of the journey home in Tin Helm. So hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.